Hi guys, I'm home and I'm safe and I am exhausted. God, it's just all my days are running together. I can't believe that I'm already home from my great grandmother's memorial service. I went to work on Saturday, worked till 10, came home, took a shower, finished packing, and then at 12:30 we were rolling out of here. A 14-hour drive. The way up, I pretty much slept almost all the way through every state. I fell asleep immediately and then woke up when we were we were about to be outside of Texas. I went back to sleep. I woke up again in Arkansas, went back to sleep, and woke up again in Missouri. My great grandmother called it Missouri, so we were calling it Missouri the entire trip. We're going to Missouri! But then we went to dinner with my family at 6 o'clock Sunday. Yeah, because we got to the hotel and I really liked the hotel. And then we went to dinner at my Aunt Sue and Uncle Craig's house. And I got to see everybody. And it was I was a little weird at first because I hadn't seen everybody since I was 7. So I didn't recognize anybody or remember anybody's names except for... I knew my second cousin's names. I knew their names, but I was having a hard time putting them to faces except for Lindsay, who's the youngest. I remembered Lindsay, but Blake, Michael, Matthew, one of them is a girl, and the two boys kind of look the same. Well, they don't look the same, but, they're both boys, and I had no idea which one was which. But after that, I met everybody's new boyfriends and wives and kids. Everybody got lives while I hadn't seen them since I was 7. But we talked for a while. It was just really good to see everybody. Even though it was kind of bittersweet, the reason we were all together was to say goodbye to my great-grandmother, but it was really nice to see everyone. And I think she would have really loved the fact that we had all reconnected and everything. And then Monday, we all got up early and we drove 2.5 hours from St. Louis to Virginia, Illinois, which is where my great-grandfather and grandmother are buried. I don't know my relation to the other two graves in the little plot that we have. We call Peatfish Land. But it was... I was upset that my great-grandmother was dead and that we were saying goodbye to her, but what really pushed me was I saw my grandmother's grave for the very first time, and it was just kind of, there it is. I'd been to her memorial service when she died. I was 6. I missed so much school because of her death that they wanted to hold me back in kindergarten. And my parents were not happy about that. But, I didn't really know what was going on, other than the fact that my aunt brought coloring books and Gatorade and snacks to keep me busy. I did not know what was going on, at all. I knew my grandmother was dead, but it didn't really register. And to see her grave for the very first time was intense. But it was a really nice, really nice memorial service. My cousin Matthew did the eulogy, and it was beautiful. He'd read her diaries, her diaries that they'd found, and it was a really good eulogy, and it was really sad and moving. And I sang "The Water is Wide," and there were a few prayers and things like that. And then I got pictures of everybody that was there. I wanted to take a group picture of everyone that went there, even if they weren't family. It was amazing to see how many friends had showed up. Yes, friends show up to your funeral, but people that I hadn't seen her in years. There were these people called the Carvers. They had lived next door to her when she was raising her children. And they had 9 kids, and she always she treated them like her kids too. And four of the children and their mother showed up all the way from Wisconsin. They came from Wisconsin. And it was just a really nice service, and we all went out to a cafe and got sandwiches and stuff for lunch. And then that night we had a party. It was, a last goodbye to Grado, but also the memorial service was on Grado's birthday, and it was Blake's birthday too. So it was kind of it was a multi-themed party. But I lost my train of thought. It was Blake's birthday and Grado. I call her Grado. My dad calls her Oma, and my second cousins call her Oe, and she just had so many names during the years, and this is what blew my mind. She was a mother of 2, a grandmother of 6, a great-grandmother of 5, and a great-great-grandmother of 2. I mean, what a family to leave behind. I mean, it's just so intense. And then, so we had the party and everything, and all the while I'm taking pictures and video, and then the last day we were there, we were tourists. We went to the Arch, and we went and had toasted ravioli, and we did the touristy thing, which I had done in St. Louis when I was little, which was my mother's complaint, but I didn't really remember doing any of the things that we did. And we went to a butterfly house, and it was fun, and I took a lot of great pictures. And a lot of the things that I'm going to do a tribute to my great-grandmother once people start scanning photos and sending them to me like they were supposed to. But yeah, that was the trip, and I didn't even tweet last night to say that I got home safe. I'm sorry, guys. I got home, laid down in my bed, and just passed out, and didn't wake up till 8 o'clock this morning. I was done. So that was 10 hours of sleep. Woohoo! Oh, and a quick update for my friends that got in the car accident. Mackenzie's memorial was the same day as my grandmother's, so I didn't get to go, but it was apparently beautiful, and it went really well. Both Caitlin and Aaron were able to attend, and both Caitlin and Aaron are home now. So, water under the bridge, right? Both of them retired, but they're both okay. But, yeah.